Meet the youngest self-made tech billionaires ever. Picture this: a 22-year-old CEO, still brushing crumbs off his hoodie from last night's takeout, yawning away the daylight while overseeing billions of dollars in funding. He's not lounging on a yacht, yet. He's sprinting across a tech campus, juggling investor calls, algorithm debates, and the question, do I still need to go back to class? That's our opening scene. Because this isn't just another billionaire origin story. This is the origin story of the youngest self-made tech billionaires ever. And no, this isn't a mid-career pivot or a legacy family business. This is raw, high-octane, 20-something disruption. Today, we dive deep into the world of three high school friends turned startup legends: Brendan Foodie, Adarsh Hiremath, and Surya Midha. Their company? Mercor, an AI-powered platform that exploded from dorm rooms to a $10 billion valuation in less than 3 years. We're talking donuts sold in 8th grade, high school debate tournaments, dropping out of Harvard and Georgetown, pivoting online marketplaces, and now billion-dollar stakes. Stick around. You'll find laughs, lessons, envy-invoking peaks, and maybe a pathway for the next Gen Z entrepreneur. Yes, I'm looking at you. Let's roll. From donuts to debates, Brendan's early hustle. Brendan Foodie didn't begin by coding lines of AI. He started by picking up boxes of glazed donuts. In 8th grade, he was selling donuts, building his first taste of business. Later in high school, he started a consulting business that helped friends get AWS startup credits for their sneaker reselling bots. Yes, even then, he was in the hustle. According to his bio, he was a national finalist in extemporaneous speaking, ranking 6th best speaker in the US. He attended Georgetown University, where he studied economics, and then dropped out. But before that, at high school, in the Bay Area, he was teammates with his future co-founders on the debate team. The ability to argue, persuade, and think fast? That would soon come in handy. Adarsh and Surya, the debate dynamos. On the other side, we have Adarsh Hiremath and Surya Midha, both Indian American, both Bay Area raised, and both destined for startup history. Adarsh grew up in the Bay Area, attended Bellarmine College Preparatory in San Jose, where he and Surya made waves on the policy debate team. Together, they became the first team in history to win all 3 national tournaments in a single year. Surya was born in Mountain View, raised in San Jose to parents who emigrated from New Delhi. He attended Bellarmine too, graduated salutatorian in 2021. In his freshman years at Georgetown University, School of Foreign Service, he studied international relations, math, and economics before taking academic leave in 2023 to co-found Mercor. So here's the trio: donuts, debate trophies, AWS credits, and Harvard/Georgetown ambitions. They knew each other through high school debate, where they honed skills of persuasion, structure, rapid thinking, and yes, perhaps unknowingly, startup readiness. The gamble, dropout, and fellowship. Here's where things get juicy. In 2023, the trio pulled the plug on traditional college paths. Brendan left Georgetown. Adarsh left Harvard, computer science and machine learning research under Larry Summers, in his sophomore year. Surya took academic leave from Georgetown. Why? Because they all received the prestigious Thiel Fellowship, which offers $100,000 grants to young entrepreneurs who skip or drop out of college to pursue their startups. Let's pause. A traditional path: college, job, maybe startup in late 20s. Their path: high school debut, college for a bit, dropout at 20 to 21 years, startup full throttle at 22. That takes guts, but in Silicon Valley, some of the biggest names forged similar paths. What's remarkable is how quickly they moved. Enter Mercor, from India engineers to AI talent marketplace, the genesis and early pivot. The company they founded in 2023, Mercor. Initially, the idea was simple, in startup terms. Connect engineers in India with US companies in need of freelance coding work. That's how they got started. But they didn't stop there. They saw the massive wave of AI coming, and they repositioned. Mercor pivoted into providing a platform that uses AI to match expert contractors, PhDs, lawyers, engineers, with leading AI labs for tasks like data labeling, training, evaluation. In short, they became a human-in-the-loop network for the AI economy. The mechanics. How does Mercor work? Experts sign up, get vetted, often via AI-powered screening, then get matched to projects in leading AI labs such as OpenAI, Anthropic, Google DeepMind. These experts, engineers, doctors, lawyers, are paid to help train models, provide feedback, annotations, domain knowledge that pure code can't capture. Humans helping machines become smarter. Brilliant. Brendan has written about it. Human data is the foundation of the new economy. Human insight will guide AI, not compete with it. Adarsh has said the long-term vision is a unified global labor marketplace, connecting skilled professionals anywhere to opportunities everywhere. Rapid growth and record-breaking. The meteoric rise of Mercor is one for the books. Here are some key milestones. By March 2025, Mercor's valuation stood around $2 billion. By October/November 2025, after a Series C funding round of around $350 million, Mercor was valued at $10 billion. The founders each hold around 22% stake in the company, individually valuing them at about $2 billion each. Their age? Just 22 years old when they hit this milestone, making them the youngest self-made tech billionaires ever, even younger than Mark Zuckerberg, who became a billionaire at 23. Brendan and his co-founders claim Mercor achieved a run rate of $500 million annual revenue in just 17 months. One article reports Mercor paying $1.5 million per day to contractors. In the words of the company blog, "We've just raised a $100 million Series B to solve the hardest problem in capitalism, matching human ability to its greatest use." This is not incremental growth. This is warp speed growth. And behind it is a market exploding with possibilities. The AI economy, the labor market reinvention, the demand for domain expert human intelligence, personal profiles in detail. Brendan Foodie, the serial entrepreneur CEO. Brendan grew up in Silicon Valley, Bay Area. He began with small hustles, donut sales, and even in high school built a consulting business. At Georgetown, he studied economics, then dropped out to build Mercor. In his words, "The gap between what's possible with AI and what's been actualized in the economy is enormous. If there's ever a time to bet on yourself, it's now." He describes Mercor's mission, matching human capability with machine scale. On X, he wrote, "At Mercor, our vast talent network trains frontier AI models in the same way teachers train students, by sharing knowledge, experience, and context that can't be captured in code alone." Quick facts. CEO of Mercor, co-founder of earlier startup Ceros, cloud computing, before Mercor. describes himself as obsessed with solving labor misallocation via AI. He's the kind of shift-the-earth talk guy. Imagine a 22-year-old with an office window view of Salesforce Park and visions of a future where humans dominate AI, not by fighting it, but by guiding it. Adarsh Hiremath, the CTO tech brain. Adarsh's profile: grew up in the Bay Area, went to Bellarmine, then enrolled in Harvard in a concurrent bachelor's and master's in computer science. Worked as a research assistant under the prominent economist Larry Summers. In his sophomore year at Harvard, he decided college was not the route and co-founded Mercor. Together with his co-founders, he applied for the Thiel Fellowship, dropped out, and headed to Silicon Valley. It was more an emotional pull, he said. Adarsh has spoken about the most intense culture in Silicon Valley at Mercor: 6-day work weeks, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. chores. As CTO, he leads the platform's technical architecture, the scaling of the marketplace, the matching algorithms, the AI screening systems. He embodies the tech-heavy side of the story. Quick facts: co-founder and CTO of Mercor, developer of the early algorithms to vet and match talent. With Brendan and Surya, holds approximately 22% stake, making him a billionaire. Surya Midha, the strategic chairman. The third corner of the triangle. Surya was born in Mountain View, raised in San Jose. His parents migrated from New Delhi. At Bellarmine, he excelled in debate. He earned the top speaker award at 2 national tournaments. After high school, he went to Georgetown School of Foreign Service, studying international relations, math, and economics. He interned at the Brookings Institution and as assistant debate coach, early signs of ambition and intellectual breadth. In 2023, he took academic leave to co-found Mercor with Brendan and Adarsh. Today, he serves as co-founder and board chairman. Quick facts: board chairman of Mercor. Among the youngest tech billionaires at age 22, along with his co-founders. Holds approximately 22% equity stake. Why this matters: the bigger picture. The labor explosion in the AI economy. What Mercor really tapped into is something huge. The labor market is massive and inefficient. There's enormous waste when skilled workers are mismatched, underutilized, or poorly allocated. Mercor says, "We're creating a new category of work in the AI economy, where software engineers, bankers, lawyers, and other professionals earn based on their experience while advancing the frontier of AI." In essence, rather than AI replacing humans, here humans are teaching AI, monetizing their knowledge, experience, domain expertise. The founders argue that's a far more sustainable and lucrative pathway than simply building yet another consumer app. Timing plus team plus tech. 3 elements collided perfectly. Timing. The rapid acceleration of AI models, post-ChatGPT era, meant demand for human annotation, model training, domain experts skyrocketed. Team. 3 high school friends with debate team background, hustle mindset, and technical strategic complementarity. Brendan, the founder CEO, Adarsh, the engineer CTO, Surya, the strategy/chairman. Tech/marketplace. They built a platform that scaled globally, leveraged AI for screening/vetting talent, matched high-end experts with AI labs, charged effectively for the service, and scaled revenue extremely fast. What makes them youngest self-made tech billionaires? Let's be clear. Self-made means they started from relatively nothing, built their own company, and achieved billionaire status through equity in that company. At 22, the trio eclipsed previous records. Mark Zuckerberg hit billionaire status at 23. They didn't inherit billions. They didn't sell an existing company. They built something new in record time. That matters. Behind the scenes, the startup hustle. Let's dig into the grit and grind, because unicorn valuations are sexy, but the work behind them? Brutal. Culture and work ethos. Adarsh has described Mercor's culture: intense. Co-founders working 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., 6 days a week. Brendan, in an interview, said, "While everyone's talking about job displacement, we're building arguably the largest new category of work." In their blog, they emphasize obsession over discipline. Build the problem you can't stop thinking about. Scaling like crazy. One metric. Mercor pays ID'd contractors about $1.5 million per day. Another, they grew from what was a $100 million run rate to $500 million in months. The blog also lists early funding rounds: Series A, $30 million at $250 million valuation, and Series B, $100 million at $2 billion valuation, leading to Series C, $350 million at $10 billion valuation. The Luck Plus positioning bits. They took part in a hackathon in Sao Paulo as sophomores, Brendan and Surya, where they returned with customers and a mindset of scaling globally. They were the right people, in the right place. Bay Area debate team network, immigrant parents in tech, with the right idea, AI labor marketplace, at just the right moment, AI boom. Some will say luck, they call it positioning. Lessons from their journey. As you listen to this breakdown, here are some lessons worth considering. Start early. Brendan's donut business. Adarsh and Surya's debate wins. Early experiences build confidence and skills. Team matters. People you trust, who complement each other, who challenge each other. The high school bonding matters. Be ready to pivot. They didn't stick to the initial India engineering marketplace. They reoriented toward AI talent when the window opened. Solve big problems. Matching human talent to AI training is enormous. Don't go after nice to have. Go after must solve. Go big, fast. Their growth wasn't gradual. It exploded. They weren't satisfied with incremental. They aimed exponential. Culture is foundation. Long hours. Obsession over discipline. Focus on first hires. They know the first team sets the culture for 1,000 future employees. Education isn't the only route. Yes, they attempted college, but they left because they believed full focus on the startup was a better route. Though this is a high-risk move, for them, it paid off. Don't ignore human value in tech. Contrary to doom and gloom about AI replacing humans, they built a model where humans guide AI and are rewarded for it. Controversies and questions, because the real world isn't polished. With such rapid rise, naturally there are questions and caveats. Can a business model so tightly tied to AI labs and human-in-the-loop scale sustainably, or is there a risk of commoditization? Competition from giants like LinkedIn or others may pressure margins. The dropout route is sexy when it works, but for every success story, many fail. The media lens may overemphasize the rare wins. Growth this quick often brings cultural stress, founder burnout, employee turnover, scaling mistakes. Already the founders have spoken of intense culture. Will they sustain? And of course, at 22, the founders are still extremely young. Billionaire status is amazing, but this is only step one of many. How they manage this wealth, how they steer the company long-term, how they avoid hubris, all matter. The vision, what's next? Brendan Foodie imagines a future where skilled white-collar professionals earn income by training AI. We're creating a new category of work. Surya Midha in his blog wrote, "The labor market is the largest, most inefficient market in the world. Better matching people with the work they do every day is the largest lever on maximizing global utility." Adarsh has described Mercor's long view as building a unified global labor marketplace, where geography, status, and traditional hiring barriers are broken. So what would that world look like? A US law firm needing a top domain expert isn't going through decades-old agencies. They go to Mercor, choose talent, deploy in days. A PhD in Kenya advising an AI lab in San Francisco from their home desk, paid top dollar. Human in the loop becomes standard for AI model training. Humans teaching nuance, context, ethics, judgment. Skilled professionals, engineers, doctors, lawyers, strategists, earning via novel marketplaces rather than traditional job hierarchies. Globally, labor becomes more fluid, borderless, dynamic. And if the vision holds, the founders believe they may have just scratched the surface of an enormous market, one that will outsize even the consumer app revolutions of web and mobile. Final thoughts, from hustle to thrill. Reflect. 3 high school friends, debate medals in hand, bouncing ideas in San Jose, plug-in ears, sibling group chats, simple hustles. Fast forward to boardrooms, investors, billions. It's surreal. Brendan called his own status surreal and fortunate. But here's the important takeaway. It's not just about the end number. It's about identifying a problem, being obsessed with solving it, building the right team, scaling faster than expected, and remaining humble enough to let the mission drive you, not just the valuation. Brendan, Adarsh, and Surya aren't just rich. They are pioneers of a deeper shift. How work, AI, talent, and economy are about to remake themselves. They're the youngest self-made tech billionaires ever, but the bigger story may be what they enable for humanity. So here we are. Donuts in 8th grade, debate trophies, college corridors left behind, hive minds building an AI talent empire, valuations soaring into 10-figure valuations. Their age? 22. Their stakes? Multi-billion. Their mission? Remake work for the AI era. If you're feeling inspired, curious, maybe a tiny bit envious, I know I am, then this story matters. Because maybe the next 22-year-old out there, somewhere in Lagos, Mumbai, Sao Paulo, Sydney, is quietly starting their hustle. And perhaps you are watching this at the right moment. So, do you like this kind of deep dive into tech and wealth? Do you want more tales of young founders, crazy valuations, and the under-30 disruptors rewriting the rules? Then here's what I want you to do. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next elite success story we drop. Let's keep going, because the future of tech, talent, and 10-figure founders is only just being written. And you're on the front row. Thanks for watching, stay curious, keep hustling, and I'll see you in the next one.